Hello and welcome back. Before we actually jump straight into today's episode, I'm recording a little bit of a disclaimer before this episode even begins, okay? So, this episode, obviously, as the title says, I go to build a raid farm, and things just do not go the way I plan at all. They do not go the way I plan at all. So, let me say this first. The tutorial that I follow in this is a good tutorial. The only thing that I would point out per se is that if you're going to go watch this, make sure you watch both tutorials if you go to build this farm yourself, okay? I made the mistake of just watching one, thinking I knew it all, and yeah, let's just say things just went badly for me. This project was a lot harder than it needed to be. The tutorial itself does work, but if you do go to watch this and you do go to build this, I do advise that you watch both of the old guys' tutorials before building this, okay? That being said, let's jump straight into the episode, shall we? Hello, anyone, everyone, and no one. Welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock. And yeah, stuff and things have definitely been happening. Stuff and things. Let's see here. Last episode, we worked on the iron farms down below. We got both of them situated up. Now, since the last episode, if I actually delve into here real quick, as you can see, yes, more iron. More iron. There's probably more iron down there right now because I've had an AFK session with my alt account. And lots of wool, lots of wool. Now I know somebody may be going, lots of wool, what do you mean lots of wool? Well, we got the string farm from it. I mean, it doubles up as 2 farms, to be honest with you. So we have got that thing situated out, and let me tell you, it works great. I am so happy with this thing. Unloading, loading, unloading, loading, logging in, logging out. It continues to work. It continues to work, and I am really ecstatic about that. But continuing on from last episode, well, we may have had a little bit of a problem. A little bit of a problem, and actually, let me get down here real quick and I'll just show you what said problem was. So, I got on today, and I went to log back in my AFK account here, and I didn't even really particularly think about it. And as soon as I logged in, Foxy's like, whoa, lots of lag, lots of lag. And I was like, what? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. I mean, think about it, the amount of prep that we've done up there and mob-proofing the area and everything else. So where would the lag have come from? And then, yeah, I got to really thinking about it. We got this, right? This is our centralized AFK chunk. Well, if we do some math, 1, 2, so right here we're still loaded in, 3, we're still loaded in on this chunk right here, and then if we go on over here, 4, we're loading those 2 chunks of the slime farm. Do you notice something that used to be here? Something that used to go clickety click, 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 click? Yeah, that's because we had a bulk collection system for this thing. And to say there was problems would be a minor understatement. To say there was problems, yeah, that's a minor understatement. I logged on here and went to check these things, and as I started busting these things, well, it wasn't pretty. By the time I got from here to over there, let's just say there was a river of slime balls here on the ground, which was not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. So, in order to prevent said problem of one chunk of this being loaded and another not, the redstone snaking all around here going up to the tower, as you can see, that is no longer being used, each slime farm now has its own individual collection system because, yeah, apparently half of this thing was being loaded, half of it was not, and it had a serious buildup of redstone, slime, and droppers, which was not a good combination. Not a good combination at all. So yeah, now that's been situated out, so no matter where you are around here loading something, you're not necessarily going to load just part of it and cause the redstone to break, which is a good thing, which is a very, very good thing. So yes, we've gotten that situated out. And as I said, I had logged in to do a stream. I'd logged in to do a stream and I wanted to grind away a few things. Now, one of the things that I wanted to grind away was coming over here and potentially expanding this wall to connect all the way over to this one. And then, of course, that one to connect to that one over there. Mob-proofing this area up here because, let's face it, this area is going to be loaded. And hello, Phantom. But I couldn't reach my mind on that if I wanted to do that or not, which led to another thing. That leads to this pillar right here. Now, you may be going, what is this pillar? Well, this pillar is not going to stay here. It is not going to stay here at all. As a matter of fact, let's get this out of here before this Phantom comes and hits us. But this pillar was going to lead to a floating island. Now, the reason that I want a floating island per se is so that I can create somewhere to have a villager trading hall. Oh, and the bottom is gone there. Good talk. So, I want to do a villager trading hall that's floating in an island, and I can't. Squirrel brain just really gets me sometimes. I can't help it. Lighting updates. Really. Why? Why? Can somebody please explain to me why? I don't know this. Good talk. Good talk. Right, so it can be updated and it can be fixed, but right, yeah. Moving on from that. Floating island, villager trading hall. Yes. So after debating for quite a few times of where in the world to put this thing, I originally thought that I wanted to put it back here in the ocean. I thought that's where I wanted to put it, but the more I got to thinking about putting it over here in the ocean, and I realized the kelp and pending tick data and everything else. You know, the location we chose is not no better. Now that I really think about it. We did not choose a place that was better at all. And as a matter of fact, we should be nearing the place we chose. Probably, maybe, kind of, sort of. I don't even know where it is. I'm going to get lost. During the stream, a couple people had a couple good ideas. They thought about taking and putting it against the mountains over there and having it chained down into the mountains, which I like that idea. So this is where we ended up. And I have actually started on these things, as you can see here. But in case you were wondering where we are, if you remember many, that was weird loading. I'm just going to ignore that. Many episodes ago, Foxy, I, and Daphne started the Diamond Alliance headquarters. Now, this area over here is actually really nice. It is very interesting. There have been many ideas proposed for this area way early on. And Foxy actually suggested that I build it over here. And after starting this on the stream, I would agree. I think it's going to look awesome. We'll get the islands built up here. We'll get some giant chains looking like it's being held down. I think it could potentially be really nice. But I've got a lot of grinding to do. As you can see here, I've just barely started this thing. And I'll tell you right now, you can't get a full picture of this. You can't, not until it's actually built. So you know what? That's what I'm going to start today's episode off doing, is grinding. And trying to get this thing right here established. Because we're going to need a lot of stone. We're going to need a lot of stone. This is broken.
Good talk.
Yeah, damn.
Oh, nothing's loading in.
Yeah,
You can't even fly away.
Yeah, that's why I started recording. I can't even shoot a rocket. I can't escape. I can't do nothing. I'm completely
Is it back?
Whoa, there we go. That was...
Oh, it's back.
It's not completely, look.
Oh, no, it's not.
The world is not.
The game has broke.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think I hard crashed.
broke.
I think I just hard crashed.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I did earlier today, was hard crash. And where right there you're just sitting, mine like completely.
Whoop, there it went.
And wow, would you look at this? We're actually back on the server now. I don't know if we've switched to the full-time server yet, but wow, this render distance is so much better. And yes, there you are. You better get back down there and get back in your AFK box and get to making me some iron, or else me and you are going to have a little bit of a talk. That's right. And if we take a look here, as it is coming into view, yes, I have made quite a bit of progress on these islands. And I say as it's coming into view, but I'm coming down here to get an underview look at this thing here. Yeah, I've made quite a bit of progress, but it's nowhere near done. Nowhere near what I want it to be yet. Actually, this thing is truthfully, just getting started. I need to put in another cylinder of it over here, tie it into this, and this thing is going to be... I really don't think you all understand with how massive this island is going to be. I really don't think you understand. But that is not what we're going to get into right now. It's not. I want to change it up a bit. I want to break this up. I don't want to do this all in one day, because let's face it, building this giant island is going to be really grindy. Now, we switched back over to the server. I don't see no reason why this shouldn't work. Let's see if one player sleep is working. The sky's not moving. Oh, there it goes. Good talk. So as I said, this is not what we're going to be working on. This is not what we're going to be working on. We've got a good start to this thing. We're going to work on something else. And what we're going to work on is actually something you've seen us go past many times. Now, I don't think I've ever exclusively featured it in a video, and I don't know if Daphne did neither, because Daphne and I actually started something. We started a project long ago that we never did actually get to finish. She had things come up, I had things come up, and well, it never got finished. So if we come right over here, look at this, we have a Pillager outpost. We have a Pillager outpost over here, and this is almost where we decided to do the Diamond Alliance, which is kind of funny considering where we're building that island right now. This was one of the areas that we were also debating, and look at this. I love these biomes. I think these biomes are just beautiful. The amount of stuff that could be done over here, it's just crazy. The amount of stuff that a builder could do over here, right? Me, on the other hand, yeah, I could run a good bulldozer over it and level it out, but that's not what we're here to talk about right now. So yes, this over here is, I think, what we're going to do today. You know, we got the island started over there for the villager trading hall. We got the iron farms here just a couple episodes ago. Well, as a matter of fact, that was probably just last episode. And today we're going to work on this. Now, guess who built this one that we're about to design today? That's right, the old guy once again. So once again, there will be a link down in the video's description, as well as a proper iCard up there in places where it should be. So yes, this is what we're going to get into. And snap on another glass bug. Good talk. And snap number 1 complete. And if we turn around here and look, hi, how are you? It's been removed. I know that feels totally different to everyone I've ever seen built. I mean, totally different. So step number 2 here is apparently we need to place a bunch of glass and then get rid of these guys to find out where they're spawning. This could be fun. No, busy, no, busy, go away. Shoo, get off of me. Oh my goodness, no, I don't need you neither. No, go away. Just stay down there, please. Just stay down there. Thank you very much. You stay down there. Now, I know that one is roughly there. I don't know where the other one is. You know what? We're going to kind of gamble here. And we're going to hope that we got one of these that's only got like 2 valid spots and doesn't have 3 or 4. Because, honestly, I don't want 3 or 4. I want this to be as simple as possible. Right. So, we've got a little bit of glass in there. Let's go down here and find all of our random... Hi, how are you? Can you please just... And just not exist anymore. Where are you at? Hi, come here. Nope, come on, go. Shoo, go away. Shoo. Hi, no, we don't need to shoot the slack, okay? We don't need a barbecued lizard. All right, so let's just come back up here and check. Wow, that was relatively quick that you all spawned. Hi, wow, how many of you all are in there? Don't worry on me. All right, let's just look around here. Okay, just kill yourselves now because you're mad at me. Do we have any other stragglers around here? Yep, there is a straggler. All right, let's get rid of you. Can you please just go? Yep, and let's get rid of you. And you are now the equation. Wow, how many of you all spawned? You dudes really wandered out here really far. Hi. Can you please take an arrow to the face and get out of here? Thank you very much. Was that all of you now? Are you all out of the equation? Let's go over here and see. If we're attempting to kind of manipulate the situation to our advantage. Yeah, Mr. Skeleton, I don't need your type of negativity in my life right now. Really? Come on, dude. I know I missed a spot. I tore everything down. Can you please stay out of the equation now? I need to deal with these guys right here. Right, so back up top. Now, from here, I should be adequate distance away. Boom, boom. So if I just sit here and kill some of these guys off, we should get new ones respawning in the same spot. Considering that everywhere else around here is more or less lit up. There should be nothing new coming in any of these other spots. If we just get 2 spots. 2 valid spawning spots will make me very happy. Look, as soon as we kill those, yeah, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. You instantly respawn. Let's just get out of the equation. Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that we're only gonna have 2 spots. Yeah, look at that. Kill these, those guys instantly respawn. Wow, is this normal? I've never really messed with these things in the past. I haven't, but look at this. As soon as I get done killing one off, I mean, I know that Daphne and I sat over here and did a perimeter, and we spent a lot of time. We lit up every cave around here. We lit up the surface in great excess. I mean, just, yeah, wow, look at that. You just died. All of you all just died and you instantly respawned. That is just crazy. Oh, you almost tricked me there. You almost got me there with the bad omen. I went to fire a shot off at you and I see you down there with the banner. Right, so I think it's safe to assume that we have 2 spawning spots. There and there. Right, next phase. And just with a little bit more testing, because I 100% positively wanted to understand the spawning spot, you know, mobs. Whoa. No need for this. I wanted to understand the mob spawning point. I think that has now been sorted. So I no longer need you in my life right now. Can you just go away, please? Thank you. And then can you go away too? Thank you. Good talk, guys. Good talk. I'm curious. I'm really curious how broken mob spawning is for these guys right now. Let's test, shall we? Let's test how broke it is. Will they spawn in fire? What do you think? What do you think right now, before I even turn around to watch this for a minute? Are they going to spawn in fire? You know, let's do it like this. Let's go to F5. Well, never mind. Oh, that already answers that question. We didn't even get to go into F5 mode. Look at that. Wow. Really? Come on. Can we get another set? Please spawn in the fire. Come on, somebody else. Count, I'm not talking to you right now. Go away. Look. Wow. Not intended. I'm telling you right now, that is not intended. They should not be spawning in fire. Wow. That's funny. Continuing on. And you know, to say continuing on, wow, that is an understatement. That is an understatement that I can't even put into words with you here. You know, can we fly, please? You know, where do I even begin with this farm? It has been an interesting run. Now, farm is done. Farm is done. I know that is a very sudden cut. That is a very sudden cut. I don't think I've ever done a cut like this before, ever. Not since like my first series of Breaking Bedrock a long time ago. And let me explain. This thing, I ran into problem after problem. I cannot stress enough that if you want to build one of these and you go to watch the old guy's tutorial, that you need to watch both of them first. There's information in his first video on raid farm mechanics that I did not have. And to make a long story short, I picked the worst possible spot ever to build this thing. The worst. With mountains and everything else around there, it became a pure disaster. You know what? Let's deal with this zombie and let's get over there and let's show you what has happened. Oh, I just came through the portal and I'm looking at this and I'm trying to think how to explain this to you who haven't seen. Now, I've been streaming this for on and off for about 3 days now, trying to get this thing situated out. I've been doing a lot of streaming on Twitch and yeah, I just thought it's it's nowhere near done. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's functional. It's functional, but to say I picked one of the worst spots ever, where do I even begin with the problems that I had? Okay, so if you go to watch his tutorial, he'll show you how to build all this and he'll explain all the stuff to you. But the problem, if you go back, and you even go back just a few seconds in the video, there used to be like a mountain there. There used to be a mountain there. Well, when we got all this finished, guess where they all spawned? They didn't spawn in here. They spawned on the mountain. So a little bit of stream anger or goading on. I still blame you all on stream. I do. I love you all, but I blame every one of you all. We ended up TNTing down that mountain. Now, of course, we used up just about every piece of sand that we had in reserve to knock that mountain down. So later the next night, I knocked down this whole mountain. And you would think, great, everything is below the spawning pad now. At that point, nothing should spawn up here, right? No, it wasn't that simple. It wasn't that simple. It wasn't that simple. The ground had to be knocked down. Now, of course, I knocked the ground down. I raised the villager pod up to try to pull the center of the village up. It's been issue after issue. I chose possibly the worst spot ever. The worst spot ever to build this thing. At the end of the day, after knocking down mountain, mountain, leveling ground, leveling ground. I kept taking it down one layer at a time, one layer at a time, one layer at a time to try to figure out, because I have no access to know where the center of the village is. And the raid kept spawning within a radius here. Eventually I gave in, you know, I gave in and I just put leaves all over this area here. And that has finally solved this problem. You know, I would have probably been better off to go build one of these somewhere else in a plains biome. I would have. The amount of time I've invested in this thing is just, it's baffling. It's baffling. It's not even pretty, and I don't even care, to be honest with you, the amount of time that I've put into this thing. And of course, I've put leaves everywhere. I've troubleshooted problem after problem after problem. But at the end of the day, this thing is now operational. And the only things that I really want from this thing, per se, are the emeralds, the redstone, the glowstone, and of course the gunpowder, which all comes from the witch drops. Everything else, the books, the iron, all that stuff, I don't want it. I don't need it. I don't need it. That's early game stuff. I could use it early game. But seeing as... No one asked your opinion. Seeing as we now got a working iron farm, I don't need the iron gear. It's not worth the headache to go through the books when we're going to build a village trading hall over there on the island. So yes, this is without a doubt one of the worst jumps in time I've ever done in a video. And yeah, I don't even know what to say about it. And don't you blow at me. Hey, no, I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. But yes, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I've learned a lot from this. I think I could do this so much better now that I've understood the mechanics. And there's a creeper on a tree. There's a creeper on a tree. I don't know what it is about this video, the amount of bugs that I've experienced. I don't. The lighting bugs, the game crashing, to watching mobs spawning on top of leaves, to seeing a creeper spawn on top of a tree. You know, you would look at that out there and you would go, what's up with the glowstone? If you'd just seen one of the streams, you would understand. Mobs are spawning on all those leaves out there. It's beyond crazy. It's beyond crazy. I've invested days into this, and I know this is not a typical video, but this is the video at hand. So yeah, days have been invested into this. We'll do it again soon, I promise you. But I can't. This farm has literally broke me. This farm has literally broke me. So you know, on that note, that's where I'm gonna wrap up this video. It's been a headache, and I just want to get away from this farm. We're gonna go back. We're gonna move back to something else for a little bit because it's broke me. But I would like to say that if you would like to build this thing, make sure that you watch both videos from the old guy. You will get a better understanding of the mistakes that I made, and hopefully you do not make them yourself. But on that note, I think that's where I'm going to wrap up this video. So if you enjoyed today's video, even though it's a very weird one, make sure to drop a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and I will catch all of you all next time. Goodbye.